up, y'all? It's Coach Blaza, and whatever I can't do, I must do. So we have a special guest today, okay? Special guest. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know what I said. Special guest. Hey, the Blazing Bee. What's up? How y'all doing? Erica, Pam, what's up? How y'all doing today?
What state?
The broccoli. Go sit down. Y'all ever cook some broccoli and it stank? Well, I just did it. Good. How you doing? What's up, Terry? I'm just getting me some lotion on, y'all. We about to add our special guest on. Her name is the financial flight attendant. Hey, Valencia. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get her on here. Okay. She helps people planning. She helped me immensely. Okay. Look, if anybody told y'all before, don't be wasting money on the bills. Hey.
Hey, girl.
Hey, girl. What's up? What's up?
You was nice and loud just a few seconds ago. Hold on, let me turn you up.
I'm about to say, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Hey. Oh, shoot. Can you hear me?
Yes. Can y'all hear us? What's up? It's 9 people in here. Welcome in. We're going to have a conversation here, okay? A high frequency conversation. Hit that arrow at the top. Follow Erica J. Kelly. Follow Coach Blaza. We always add value, so connect with us, okay? So tell us who you are.
Hey, everybody. My name is Erica Kelly. I am the financial flight attendant. I teach men and women how to properly manage their finances. Hey, Simone. Yes.
I make sure if she changed your life, okay? Because she changed his life.
Listen, I be changing lives, and I teach people to be their own investor, be their own bank, and I really pretty much just teach people how to do just that.
Okay, so tell us a little bit. Just give us like a minute or two of what you did before this and how you got here.
Okay, so for the last 20 years, I was a soldier. I was a food service soldier in the Army. For the first 10 years of my career, we were called cooks, and then we transitioned into culinary specialists. And in my tenure, I got the opportunity to work as a flight attendant on board C-20, a C-20 aircraft, which people better know is G4s and G5, so private jets. So that's how I got the name financial flight attendant, because I've always been teaching people, all my soldiers, about their finances and how to get their money right. And as I transitioned from the military, I started an embroidery business. And I had hired a coach, and my coach told me, hey, Erica, every time we get on here to talk about your embroidery business, your custom embroidery business, we end up talking about money and how you help people grow their money from the foundations, just starting a budget. And I kind of, pivoted a little bit. And when I retired, I went full speed ahead to being a financial flight attendant, taking people from one destination to a beautiful destination in their finances.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Let that be the vehicle.
Is that you again?
No, that's my husband.
Oh.
Shout out to my husband for always supporting me. We have the same exact initials. Yes. Yes.
What?
Maybe.
Welcome in. Okay. So tell me, what do you feel is your purpose, or which one of your businesses or careers is more towards your purpose? What do you think?
So I think teaching financial literacy is more towards my purpose, just simply because it wasn't something that I was taught growing up. I didn't come from an environment where we were well established with our finances. We had life insurance, we had medical coverage, we were building foundations to have generational wealth, or teaching our children to do the same thing. So when I started this brand and serving as the financial flight attendant, my entire purpose was to make sure my children, my family knew financial literacy. And also I was able to teach others to rebuild the community so our children, your children can have financial literacy, and we all have generational wealth. And it just starts with the foundation of knowing how money works.
Okay, so I did a live yesterday. They asked me, how do I manage my time? So I told them what I thought. Tell us how you do it, because I feel like you're very organized. Y'all should help me get organized too, okay?
So I usually manage my time through an app called Asana. Now, Asana could be very tedious if you don't know what it is. It's pretty much a CRM system, but I use it to pretty much manage my entire day. And it gives me a checklist that I don't have to write down. And it's in a rotation where I can just check things off the list and schedule it manually to update me on what I need to do for the next day. So I utilize Asana. I utilize several alarms that go off sporadically. I really like this alarm called Alarm and Beyond. I don't believe it's available on Apple, but it is available on Android, and it actually talks to you. So you can set it to say whatever you want to say. So in the morning, I have an alarm that goes off, and it'll say something like, Erica, get up and chase your financial goals. So, yes.
Hey, I never wanted to get an Android again, but right.
I know, right? I know. Yes.
Welcome in, everybody. Let me tell y'all something. Make sure you share this live with 5 people. Comment done so we can thank you. Support is free, okay? Share the live, okay?
Absolutely.
So, do you have any questions for me?
Yes. I want to know more about what you do, Coach Ablaza. You know, I see you on the internet all the time. I jump into your book clubs often, and we read together. But what do you do exactly?
Yes, okay. So, I'm a branding specialist. And when I was building my brand, I didn't have a lot of money to do it. So my sister introduced me into Canva. And so I started designing in there. And as I got used to it, I got a coach, okay, y'all? Y'all got to get you a coach. Got to get you an advisor to help you with stuff that you don't know how to do. It's going to save you time, and Erica going to save you money. She's going to save you both. So I got a coach, and they helped me design even better. But because I wouldn't have made it this far on my own, like this quick. So now I'm a graphic design coach myself. So I build brands for my customers, and I also coach in the graphic design industry. So, yeah.
Okay, so how long have you been doing this?
So I've been doing this, look, y'all, since the pandemic, okay? So
okay.
In 2019, I was doing the rule of 5. So that's when you pray and meditate, read, listen to audio, write and do your dreams and goals, and exercise all before 8 a.m. Okay? But I'm not gonna give y'all no excuses. So if you can't do it before 8 a.m., do it anyway. Okay? But I would do part of it before I left for work. I would read on my lunch break. I would set up my business account on my lunch break. But I started my business before the pandemic hit. Like at the end. So then when 20 hit, I lost my job, and I wasn't even sad about it because, you know, Steve Harvey be like, you just got to jump. But the pandemic pushed me, okay?
Pushed you right off the cliff.
Right, so almost 4 years, basically 4 years is how long I done stepped out, got a business, and been operating in my own lane.
Okay, and how do you like it? Like, if people wanted to, do you teach people how to use Canva? Because I suck at Canva. Suck.
I teach you how to use Canva, okay, y'all? So, like the comment says down there, if you comment the word cash right now, I'm teaching a free Canva class this Sunday. And what I do is how to design, package, and sell Canva templates. And so that's going to help you get residual income. You're going to get income in your sleep. You have to create this template one time, and you put it on Etsy, Gumroad, Shopify, and you just keep making that money off of something you did one time.
One time. See, you got to love that. There's so much value in time management, right? So how do people get in contact with you?
So you can DM me if you have any other questions about the program. But if you comment the word cash, we're gonna be live on Zoom on Sunday at 7 p.m. Okay. you got me. There's no recording, it's nothing. It's free, and I'm right there with you, teach you how to make that cash with your Canva.
Okay. Well, I need to be there for sure because, baby, you already know my stuff be looking like hot garbage, and I will be there, okay? So you might as well go ahead and drop cash so you can be there with me because we have some things to learn. See, I'm more of a one-on-one person, all that fancy, smancy stuff that you do. Yeah, Coach Ablaza definitely going to be hiring you.
I got you, bro. I got you.
I know that. That's right. I know that's right. Okay, Simone, you going to be there with me. Thank you, girl. Thank you. Nisha's in the building.
Girl. If y'all have any questions, you can drop them in the comments or the question box. If you have a question for the financial flight attendant or myself, let us know, okay? She does financial literacy. I teach Canva and branding. So whatever y'all want to know, drop us some questions, okay? Drop us some questions.
Absolutely. I mean, the name of the labs is Pixels and Perspective. So whatever your perspective is, whatever your question is, I'm pretty sure we got a wealth of knowledge here between the both of us. We'll be able to answer the question.
Yes. And so while we wait for those questions, what would you tell somebody that knows their purpose and wants to find it?
Doesn't know their purpose and wants to find it. So it's strange that you asked that because I'm still in the process of finding my purpose. Now, I know what I want to do with the rest of my life is teach people financial literacy, but is that my purpose? So lately I've really been like fasting and just asking God what's next for Erica, because I don't know. For the last 20 years, someone's told me what to do, how to do it, what to wear, how to look, how to talk, everything, okay? Everything was written in black and white, and this is how you're going to do it. So now that I'm free completely to do whatever I want, whatever's in my will, whatever is in my power, I'm kind of searching for exactly what my purpose is, because I'm running into, I would say, a slightly a brick wall. I'm feeling like I'm going somewhere or going down the wrong path to a certain degree because it's not coming easy. Usually when things are for me, the doors just open without a problem. I've never had to break down a door for anything that was for me. So for me, it's like if I'm getting no, stop, wait a minute, then I'm doing something not in alignment. So I'm really going back to the drawing board. So I've been fasting and asking God, because I believe in God, Jesus Christ, God, what is next for Erica. So it just depends on who you are and what your faith is, where I would tell you to start. But if your faith is in Christ, then I would definitely tell you to ask him.
That's good. I am still searching, but have so many ideas. Okay. So for me,
nothing wrong with that.
Your purpose, you should love what you do, right? Absolutely. You don't want to like to do, because if you don't like to do it, you're not going to stick to it. You're going to quit. So you should love it when you do find it. And your purpose is to help others as well, right? You're not going to get anywhere if you don't help other people.
Absolutely.
Elevate, right? So just think about it. The longer that if you do know your purpose and you're not operating in it, it could be people out here homeless because you're the one that's supposed to be helping them, right? You might be that gardener, right? So make sure you guys find your purpose. And I would say to find it, you got to start just elevating your mindset in general. So I mentioned the book. You got to pray, like Erica said. You got to read books. You got to listen.
Definitely got to read books.
Yeah, you got to read books. Everything you need is inside of a book, but you don't like to read.
Right.
And hey, Tracy, welcome in. And people always say that, like, school is not for me. And you don't like reading?
Right. Well, see, you don't got to go to school. Anything can be taught, for, like you said, from a book. So school is not the only way to get the information. The information is there, and you have, of course, YouTube University, and you can back that up through textbook. So you can use Google Scholar, but anything that you want to know and learn, you just got to be dedicated in learning it. So it doesn't matter if a teacher's teaching you or you're teaching yourself. A lot of people are self-taught, and they're very experienced. I'm very experienced in finances, and I am self-taught. So it makes it easier when I go and get certifications to pretty much certify who I am and what I'm teaching, but it just makes it easier because I'm self-taught. I love what I do. I can do it all day long. I can talk money and finances and help people grow their money all day long, all day long. I love it. I love it.
So what's the most fun part about what you do?
The results. I would 100% have to say when I see someone who started with me a year ago and they had $10,000 saved, or they saved their first, I'll even say their first $1,000. Like, I'm just happy to see results. I don't care what those results look like. Some people, it's not even going to be about them saving anything. They might have just been able to pay their bills on time for the last 12 months, or they might just been able to start a budget. But anything that is 1% better than you were, I'm happy with. 1% better.
Let's go.
Yes. 1% better. It's all about results for me. So those are the things that make me happy in what I do. When I can see the client sees the value in what they paid for, and then they can also see the results. Because I always tell people the mentorship pays for itself. My goal is to make sure that you see the money and you find the money, because it's always been there. Most people make enough money to live comfortably, but they just don't know that they have the money. Like, dang, I didn't even know I was paying for Netflix, and I didn't know how important life insurance was. And you mean to tell me, Erica, I don't really have to save hundreds of dollars a month, but if I invest $100, $150 into a life insurance policy that's going to guarantee my family money, like, you may never save 100,000, you may never save $1 million, but if you told me you had $1 million life insurance policy, that would say a lot to me. So I wouldn't really care what you have in your bank account, but if you have a life insurance policy that's millions of dollars, then I already know that you're setting your children and your grandchildren up. So the next thing I would ask you is, do you have a trust? So how is this money going to be divvied up once you pass? What's your final will? All right. So when I think about those things, it's like, it's more to just educating somebody. I have friends that'll be like, well, I just want to see 100K in the bank. And I'll be like, for what? Why do we want to see 100K? For someone else to spend it? Because I don't see no point in that. Every dollar that's in my account, the idea is for me to spend it. So that's the goal. So if I have 100K in my account, before I leave this earth, I want to spend all of it. I don't want it for my kids. My life insurance policy is for my kids, Coach Blanza. That's what's for them. What's in my bank account is for me. Okay, so there is an end date for every dollar that's in my account. An end date. So if, let's just say there's $10,000 set aside for me to go to Bora Bora. Okay, that $10,000 will be spent on this day. God willing, I make it to that day, but will be spent on this day. But I'm not just going to have $100,000 to sit in a bank account and look pretty. Even if it's earning interest, it has an end date.
Yep.
And that's the goal, for all your money to be earning interest. You don't want money just sitting in a space and it's not earning anything, because your money's devaluing every year. Because every year, 3% minimum, we are going to face inflation. And last year, it was 9%. A little more than 9%, actually, but it was 9%. And that's why you see such a big jump and increase in the market today. So with that being said, our money is valued $9 less to every $100. So yeah, you had $100 in your account last year. This year, it's only looking, you got the same $100, but you really only got 91. Because that's how it's spending. So
breaking it down.
So it's so important that people understand that every year your money is going to look less. That's why people used to be able to go to the movies for 5 cents or buy a loaf of bread for less than 5 cents. Because at some point, that 5 cents was worth a lot more, looked more like $17. Or people can buy a home for $20,000. Those days are over. Yes, and I think that's so important. You got to have an end date for your money or someone else is going to spend it. And I encourage you to make sure that your money has an end date so that you don't have to worry about no one else spending your money, or, because they're going to live it up with your 100K or 200 or 500 or whatever you keep in your bank account. But that's not the goal for me. The goal is so this person says, I thought if you buy a life insurance policy, you can borrow against it. Hold on, I lost it. Or against it, and it's tax-free money. You can buy a permanent life insurance. I think you're asking. So most of the time, people aren't going to tell you this. And like she said, it depends on the type of policy. But by the time you have enough money to borrow against it, we're talking about years and again. You can't borrow against your life insurance policy in 2 years. I mean, you've really only invested, most people, like $2,400. You think they're about to give you $50,000 out of your life insurance policy? No. So when we hear that, we immediately assume that that's going to be right away, and it's not right away. We're talking about, it's almost like the same thing like retiring. You're going to have to wait 10 to 15 to 20 years to borrow against where you're getting some real money back. And whole life insurance policies are very expensive. Nisha, you said that right. Extremely more expensive than a term policy. I always recommend people have multiple policies, but that's another topic. But the main goal is to have a policy. Okay, let's start there. And 10 times what you make that should be a minimum if you have kids under the age of 18. Like,
Yeah.
start somewhere. If you tell me you got a $25,000 life insurance policy, I'm happy. It's better than saying you have nothing. You know, of course, I'm always going to encourage my clients to get more, but what more looks like depends on your lifestyle and what you want to do, because some people want to leave money to their kids and some people don't. I'm a person who wants to leave money to my children. I want to build generational wealth for my children, and that's how I'm employing that guarantee that they will have generational wealth. But there's still a trust put in place so that they know what to do with that money. And they're going to have to meet certain expectations to be able to use that money. It's not just, hey, take this $2-3 million and go blow it. At some point, they're going to have to be married. If they're not married, they're going to get a smaller portion. You know, like, it's just certain things that they'll have to meet to those qualifications. I mean, I wouldn't just give $2 million to a child that doesn't know how to manage money themselves. So even though I'm teaching these certain things, there's a certain level of maturity that I expect my children to have, and there's a certain level of education I expect them to have too before I just hand them that type of money and expect them to know what to do with it.
That's good. That's good. Erica had me get a life insurance policy, and I hadn't had one. So outside of like my parents getting it or something, but yeah, so I really appreciate her for everything that she's done for me. She's definitely helped me change my mindset on money and budgeting, but y'all got to hit that arrow at the top to follow her for the financial literacy, the financial flight attendant, okay? She gave you the nuggets that she could, but you got to follow her now, okay? So hit the arrow, follow her, and make sure before we hit that word cash, for my free class on Sunday, I'm going to show you how to design better in Canva and make money while doing it.
Let's do it.
Before we go.
Say it again, love.
I said, do you got anything for the people before we go? Any outro, any last quote for them?
No, I just hope to see them on my page and see them in the masterclass on Sunday, because I'm going to be there.
Erica said, okay?
Okay.
So, I'm going to let y'all know. You can, you will, you must be demanding. You can because you're capable. You will because you're strong. You must because they count on you. So who is counting on you to get life insurance, to do your financial literacy with Erica? Somebody is counting on you.
Absolutely.
Like her kids some money, right? So if you're not already doing that, hey, Gabby, hey, Gotel, if that's not something you're already doing, then you need to tap in with her. You need to figure out what she's offering, okay? So that you can get that done. So have a blessed day, y'all, and we'll see you later.
See you later.